Alright, I thought we'd do John Martyn, May You Never, and try this one. And if you look at the clips, it looks quite complicated, but he does it quite fast. But I've done a sort of simplified version. There's other tutorials on YouTube, but I think this one's the simplest one, and it brings out all the nice quantities and all the twiddly bits. You know, you start off by dropping it to D, your E string down to D, because it's a nice bass note to have, something like that. And basically it's in D, changes the chord G, to A, and then that's basically it, just 3 chords, except you don't play the G like that, you play it different ways. I'll play you how the first verse goes, and then we can go through that. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold. May you never lay your bed out in the cold. So that's the first bit of the first verse, and it starts off D chord, but you lead into that, the May You Never bit, by coming up to the first and the third, or third strings, just those 2 strings. And what I do is I pick it, but kind of randomly, not clever stuff, it's just randomly, and you play it your own way. So you start off here with these, the first and the third strings, the first on the 5th fret, the third on the 6th fret, and you just walk down those strings, coming down, 2 down, and then you go to the D. But you play them. What he does, what sounds so clever on John Martyn's version, he does a lot of twiddly bits, which you can incorporate. It sounds quite flashy. So you start off with the first verse, coming down on those first and third strings, and before you go into that D shape, you never leave. See what I'm doing with my fingers here? It's a bit like Mel Travis style, but it's not quite. So, you, thumb on the D. Then you go to the G chord, which is where it's not a G chord. You just walk down that A string. That's the chord sequence you want to get, which is kind of a G. So here we go. Never lay your head down. There's your first finger on the B, 5th string, 2nd fret, and you can. That sounds good. Never lay your head down. Then you go to the A. You don't need to hit the top string, so you can just bar this at the 2nd fret. All the strings apart from the top and the bottom. And then you come up using that same second and fourth strings. 2nd and 4th string, the first, 2nd string on the 3rd, 4th string on the 4th. And the next 2 notes you're playing are the 2nd and 4th string at the 5th fret. So you're only playing these 2 chords. You can play the whole section, but when you go up, just play these 2 chords. 2 strings. You can have a lot of that in this song. So that's it. The A chord. D. Do the twiddly bits. Back into that kind of G thing, but just hitting the B there. May you never. And you can use all the strings, can't you? Never make your, then the A. Out in the, oh, head out in the cold. Same pattern going on here. A, da, da, D. Then you got that little bit to round off those low lines. There's that lovely D. So that's basically the third string. Hammer it on. A string, hammer it on. Then you got the next bit. You're just like a good strong brother to me, and I know. So that's the A chord. Again, you just come up on the second and fourth string like you did before. Just like a good strong brother to me, and two more now. Just like a good strong brother, and do a little syncopation going on there. Just like a good strong D. Know that I love you. Here's that B. Know that I love you. And you never talk dirty behind my back. And I know that there's some who do. Always get that bit, it's always nice. And then you got that bit that goes, please won't you bear it in mind. So that's the A, same as you did before. And then come up on these two strings. And then you go straight into that kind of G thing. But it's only these two notes that are important. The B, the D. Just like a good strong brother to me, and I know. Oh, no. Strong brother to me, and I know that I love you. Then back at the A. Back to D with this twiddly bit. Then you got the, as I say, going back to the please won't you bear it in mind. It's the A. Please won't you, coming up with two strings. Then you go into the bit that goes love is a lesson, and just hit any note, any string you like. Please won't you bear it in mind. Love is a lesson. Timing goes a bit, doesn't it? Please won't you bear it in mind. Love is a lesson we learn in our time. Aim to please won't you bear it in mind for D. That's it basically. Two verses, so you sing the first verse twice, slightly different words. The second verse, the one about sing it twice, and you can put different words in, whatever. And then love is a lesson we learn in our time. Won't you bear it in mind for me. That's the end of the song. Don't forget to subscribe to the rest of my tunes, because there's all stuff like this. It's hard stuff, it looks hard, but I've simplified it so you can play it and enjoy it. And hopefully your audience will too. Thank you.